Hey, imagine this. You're holding just 1,000 XRP coins right now at today's price of 239. That's a modest 2,390 investment. But what if I told you that by 2026, that same stack could explode to over 1 million? Yeah, you heard that right. We're talking life-changing wealth from a coin that's already surging amid massive institutional adoption and regulatory green lights. Stick around because I'm about to break down the latest buzz from X-Fresh tweets from top influencers dropping bombshell predictions and reveal why XRP is primed for a parabolic run. This isn't hype, it's data-backed analysis you won't find anywhere else. But remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult professionals before investing. Let's kick this off with the thesis. Based on today's real-time XRP chatter, expert forecasts, and market momentum, 1,000 XRP could be worth anywhere from $4,000 conservatively to a jaw-dropping $1 million or more by the end of 2026. Sounds crazy? It's not. We're seeing echoes of 2017's bull run, but with way more utility this time. I'll walk you through it step by step, weaving in breaking insights from X posts that are going viral right now. But first, a quick teaser. What if a single regulatory nod unlocks trillions in cross-border payments for XRP? This changes everything. Hang tight to see why. All right, let's dive into the deep analysis. To understand where XRP is headed in 2026, we need to start with its current surge. As of October 19, 2025, XRP is sitting at 2.39, up from subdoll levels not long ago, thanks to Ripple's wins against the SEC and growing partnerships with banks worldwide. Think of XRP like the SWIFT system's faster, cheaper cousin. It's designed for instant, low-cost international transfers, and institutions are finally catching on. Just look at the buzz on X today. Influencer Barry with thousands of followers posted that XRP has the potential to skyrocket from $3 to $10 to $20 or even $100 to $1,000 by early 2026 depending on old season volatility. At BSC, he breaks it down into scenarios: conservative altcoin pumps versus full utility adoption by banks. This guy is not alone. His post has racked up hundreds of likes and replies with the community, debating if we're on the cusp of a utility run where financial giants plug into the XRP ledger. Building on that, let's break down the surge step by step. First, regulatory clarity. The SEC case is wrapping up favorably for Ripple, paving the way for XRP ETFs. Imagine spot ETFs flooding in billions, similar to Bitcoin's post-ETF boom. A recent post from Lucky J's highlights ISO 2022 standards, saying nothing can stop XRP's biblical wealth transfer, predicting $10 to $15 by end of 2025 and $150 plus by end of 2026. At Lucky 37 ISO 20122, that's the global messaging standard for payments, and XRP is perfectly positioned to handle it, potentially capturing trillions in daily volume. But wait until you hear what this means for your 1,000 XRP. At $10, that's $10,000. At $150,000, $150,000. And if we hit Barry's $1,000 scenario, a cool million. This isn't pie in the sky. It's backed by real adoption. For example, Ripple's on-demand liquidity is already used by banks in over 90 countries, slashing settlement times from days to seconds. Let's pause for a mini cliffhanger. What if Wells Fargo's alleged prediction of 100 to 500 in months comes true? XRP Queen shared a viral post claiming trillions moving into the XRP ledger via real-world assets, unlocking multi-trillion markets at Crypto Queen X. With hundreds of reposts, the community is fired up, saying even 1% of the $650 trillion global market could send prices soaring. Stick around, I'll reveal how this ties into 2026 projections. Next step in the surge, market cycles. We're in the early innings of a bull market per experts like Raoul Pal, who sees a market top in Q1 2026. Cointelegraph.com XRP historically multiplies 10 times or more in bull cycles. Remember 2017 when it went from pennies to $3.84. Cointelegraph analysts say $30 is realistic this cycle based on past patterns. Cointelegraph.com for 1,000 XRP. That's $30,000 easy, integrating more fresh X insights. BD posted about Minsky super cycle theory predicting $4 by 2025, $1,000 by 2030 with a $300 flaw. Conservative, he says, with hundreds of likes at Deep Sun. The XRP army is echoing this with replies like supply shock incoming. This creates FOMO. If you're not positioned, you might miss the boat. Now, let's talk technicals. XRP is forming bullish patterns like ascending triangles noted in recent analyses. Cointelegraph.com resistance at $3. We're breaking it soon per Polyarchet odds. 61% chance of $3.20 before 2026. At Ask Polymarket, visualize this like a rocket fueling up. XRP's velocity transaction speed could hit new highs with RLUSD stablecoin integration. What if scenario 1, conservative path standard charted forecast $8 by end 2026. Coindesk.com, that's 1,000 XRP at $8,000 solid gains amid steady adoption, but Barry says with $10 to $20 easily then $100 if volatility spikes at BC mini cliffhanger. But what about the moonshot hang-on for the utility explosion that could send us to $1,000 plus? Diving deeper, community reactions on X are electric. King XRP shared a Forbes prediction of $60,000 due to $654 trillion entering the ledger. Over 80,000 views at Mr. King XRP replies are buzzing. XRP to the moon. This exclusivity, insider info, like Ripple's treasury pilots, fuels debates in comments. Step 3, adoption metrics. Ripplet processes billions yearly, and with RWA tokenization, trillions are in play. X-Force Global sees $50 to $60 by cycle end, with market cap critics silenced by compounding. At X-Force Global analogy, XRP is like Uber disrupting taxis. Once banks switch, volume explodes. More X-Buzz. The Wall Street Bull updated expectations $4 to $250 by end 2026, blending models with analyst forecasts at the WSU's optimistic $214 on volume spikes. This post is sparking replies like LFG. What if scenario 2 bullish volatility? If old season hits like 2021, Barris says $300 to $1,000. At BRC for $1,000 XRP, that's $300,000 to $1 million. FOMO alert, don't sleep on this building suspense. But skeptics say dilution caps it at $3.50, 50s to $4 at Acro Inferno. Is that true? We'll counter myths next, shifting to countering common myths. If you're doubting this surge like most are, let's address pain points. Myth 1, XRP is centralized. Wrong, it's decentralized with validators worldwide, more secure than many alts. Pain point, volatility scares you. History shows XRP rebounds stronger. Myth 2, supply too high for AS. Big gains, but utility trumps that. Trillions in payments mean velocity skyrockets. Bararik debunks this, saying green lights for banks send it to $100 plus at BC addressing doubts. What if regulation stalls? With Clarity Act passing per David Newman, ETFs approve, adoption explodes to $2,375 by January 2026 at Darizal 7,077. Building excitement, this counters the FUD climactic reveal. My bold prediction blending all this. By 2026, XRP hits $100 minimum in utility run, making 1,000 XRP worth $100,000. But with FOMO and trillions inflowing up to $1,000 to $1 million stack, this changes everything. Now, from 11 minutes onward, let's expand this analysis to fill our hour, ensuring you get massive value. We'll circle back to history for context, then forward to scenarios integrating more X insights for a comprehensive view. First, XRP's journey launched in 2012 for efficient payments. It hit $3.84 in 2018 amid hype. Post-SEC lawsuit, it dipped. But 2023 to 2025 wins cleared hurdles. Today at $2.39, it's undervalued compared to potential detailed breakdown of surge factors. One partnership's Ripple with Santander American Express, expanding X-Post from CryptoEndo mentions ETF filing. And H-bar ties predicting all season on BNB, but spill over to XRP at CryptoEndo too. Tokenomics 100 billion supply, but escrow release is controlled. Velocity, if daily volume hits $1 trillion price moons. Analogy, XRP is the oil of crypto payments, demand drives price. More what ifs. If Citibank's bull market ends 2026, Per Wendy XRP peaks high before at Crypto Wendy O Community Spirit, XRP Army, you're unstoppable. Posts like Bolo's Echo Wells Fargo hype with thousands engaging at altcoin bail. Deeper tech dive, XRP ledgers consensus energy efficient. Unlike proof of work, RLUSD adds stability attracting institutions. Predictions, roundupinvesting.com sees patterns to $2 plus by 2025, extending to 2026. Ning.investing.com, investing.com. CoinDesk notes rebound from thrillers eyeing higher. CoinDesk.com risks bearish views like crypto latents under $1 by 2026 at Barron's M1713, but counted by majority bullish sentiment scenario planning base case $8 to $10 bull, $100 to $500 moon, $1,000 plus economic ties global liquidity crisis. XRP solves it. Per posts X reactions. Edwin Garrison FUDs low, but community claps, back at Missouri 3 hype build. This insider info fresh from X gives you edge uplifting close recapping key wins. Reg clarity adoption bull cycles, XRP set for 2026 glory. Your 1,000 coins potentially life altering. If this blew your mind, smash that like button. Drop a comment with your XRP price target for 2026. Subscribe for more alpha like this and share with the community. Let's get XRP to the moon together. Leo out.